And also, I feel strongly that they probably will keep gaslighting us, at least if the Epstein file situation is any indication, because we have been so aggressively gaslit over the last 6 months that sometimes we forget how audacious and how absurd and how positively traumatizing the manner in which our government just routinely lies to us actually is. Regarding the Epstein files, we should probably be in the streets revolting. We're probably due for like a revolution or something. It's so bad that Republicans are sharing Democratic tips. It's actually kind of bringing us together because I think we all just hate the elites so much. And the quote unquote elites, really the occult and the ball worshipers. And I'm clearly not a Democrat. I'm actually not even a Republican. I retired from politics the day they took out Charlie Kirk and lied to us about it. But this Democratic representative, Jared Moskowitz, did a really good job recapping exactly what the Trump administration put us through with the Epstein files, gaslighting his own supporters after insisting that day one, they were going to give us access, they were going to tell us the truth, they were going to be the most transparent administration ever, holding up the binders. Take it away, Jared Moskowitz.
It's been 12 months since you gave Republican influencers part one of the Epstein files. You said the list was on your desk. Then a memo came out and said that there was no list. Phase two of the binders never happened. The President of the United States says the Epstein thing is a hoax. He blasts his own base for wanting the release of the files. He blamed Barack Obama. Republicans voted against the release of the files in the Rules Committee. Then they refused to even return to the Rules Committee until they could be protected from future votes on the release. Speaker Johnson sends Congress home a day early before break. They sent the Deputy Attorney General to meet with Maxwell. She says something favorable about the president. Miraculously, she gets transferred to a minimum security facility. No one can explain why. Miraculously, the leaks to the Wall Street Journal stop. We come back from break. We have the Massey discharge petition. Republicans drop a rule, a non-binding resolution trying to kill the Massey discharge petition. The White House says passing the Massey discharge petition is a hostile act. Trying to stop the necessary 218 signatures, according to Republican members that signed it, the White House brought them into the Situation Room, you know, the place where the president goes for time of war, promising things like appropriations or maybe even to primary them. People in the room say you were there. It didn't work. We get the 218 signatures. We eventually passed the Massey petition. You guys didn't release the files. You were forced by Congress, every member of the House except one, and the entire Senate. The reason the president signed it is because it was a veto-proof majority. We can't agree on anything, and yet the entire House but one member and the whole Senate forced the administration to release the files. Kash Patel under oath said to Senator Kennedy, the FBI is not in possession of any credible evidence that Epstein trafficked girls to anyone but himself. We know now that's not true. According to documents, Epstein had a worldwide sex trafficking ring. Girls from Poland, Czechoslovakia, Russia, Paris, modeling agencies sending him girls. He even had a relationship with a summer camp where he groomed girls at a picnic table.
Wow, like bro is spitting some fire, some facts, like seriously. And this is what the Trump administration tried to cover up for so long. And now finally, like day after day, we're finding out more examples of what actually happened. And then you are surprised that people, they don't support this government anymore. They don't support this administration anymore because of this. Like dude is talking for like almost 2 minutes, like giving example after example, like evidence, what is going on. And this administration, they lied about this. They literally told us there were no Epstein files. They didn't try to cover this up. The same, by the way, Kash Patel. Like Kash Patel should be impeached also for like lying. What is going on? And I don't understand that you actually have people, they still support this administration. Dude, they're lying straight into your face. Like let this be another example. Just listen to everything what he just said. And believe me, he is not done yet. Candace Owens will also give her take on this. This is going to be a very interesting video. But I don't understand that people, that they still support this administration. Like what more has to happen for some people to finally like become awake, like to finally say, all right, this has been enough. This has been enough. This cannot continue anymore, because I reached that point already a long time ago, and now it's getting crazier, crazier day after day.
Ghislaine Maxwell says 29 Epstein associates cut secret DOJ deals. Turns out there is a list. 6 names readily available if you unredact them. Co-conspirators named, but we got them when you unredact them. Maxwell recently tells a House Oversight Committee that she wants clemency to release more names. Kash Patel under oath said Trump's name appears less than 100 times in the files. We now know that's not true. Trump's name appears more times in the Epstein files than God's name appears in the book about God. Okay, by the way, this is the Trump Bible. Move over, King James. Trump's name also appears more times in the Epstein file than Harry Potter's name appears in the 7 books about Harry Potter. Lutnick says that in 2008, he went to Epstein's home, says he had a massage table in the living room, that Epstein said he got one every day, that it was the right type of massage. He and his wife decide to leave and say they'll never be in a room with him again. Howard then says, I'm sure the Epstein stuff is all on video. He was the greatest blackmailer of all time. Well, how would Howard know that? But now the files are public, and in 2012, we find out that he and his family are on Epstein Island after Epstein pled guilty to state charges. I'm from Florida. I take my family to Disney World, not to Epstein Island. There are documents in the files that dispute the president's claim that he kicked Epstein out of his club. Allegedly, the president said that he asked Epstein to leave. Supported now, that's disputed, though, statements from the manager of the club. Now, Madam Attorney General, I have like 25 seconds left. So because I'm curious, and I'd like to see, flip to the Jared Moskowitz section of the binder. I'm interested to see what staff provided on the oppo on me, and because we're in the Olympics, I'm gonna give it a grade. I just wanna see how good it is. So give me your best one.
So first of all, nothing is funny about mocking the Bible and holding up a Trump Bible. That's what you did. You made a joke, and I find it offensive to that. That's all I have to say.
I want it from the burn book.
Shame.
I want it from the burn book. Which is the best one? What you got?
That's all she had to say to him. Shame. Shame. Shame on you for telling the truth about what we have put the public through, what we have put our supporters through, the people that believed in us, who wanted to get to the answers, who, took us to this line because we wanted to see how power works. And instead, we're protecting people that are in the files. Howard Lutnick's practically running Trump's administration. Bibi Netanyahu, Howard Lutnick's all over the world with Jared Kushner. He's just been protecting his homies. And she's got shame on you because you didn't. He did not mock the Bible in any way. That's what she's got. And she's got a little bit more too, by the way, because I guess she thought this was going to work. And I actually appreciate this response, this next response from Pam Bondi, her perspective on it, because I think it's honest. I appreciate it because it's honest. Take a listen.
They are talking about Epstein today. This has been around since the Obama administration. This administration released over 3 million pages of documents, over 3 million. And Donald Trump signed that law to release all of those documents. He is the most transparent president in the nation's history.
Oh, Pam Bondi, don't even make me laugh. Like, you are such a liar. Donald Trump is the last person on earth who wanted to release the Epstein files. He is the one who tried to cover this up for so long with your help. Like, we have the Epstein files now because of MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massie, and the Democratic Party. They are the ones who pressured the Trump administration to release the Epstein files, and now you're gonna act like you are the one who made this, who released them. You are the one who literally tried to cover this up. This administration tried to cover this up. It's like, do these people live in an other world or something? Do they live in a different world than us? They really think that we are not so smart or something. Like, they really think that they can play us like, that they can trick us like a game or something. They can. The people are not dumb. Like, where is she talking about? And as well, how she answered these questions, it's super fake. Like, sorry, but she should be impeached as well. Like, what is she still doing there? Come on, guys.
And none of them ask Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein. How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over, the Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
It's simply amazing. It's as amazing as Mikey McCoy, right? She's just out there like, what? Let them have cake. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Okay. We're guilty. Guilty as charged. Yeah, Epstein's trafficking. It's a whole network. Everyone at the top is kind of a monster. Yeah, they've been trafficking children, harming children. There's all this Baal worship. We're referring to you guys as Goyim and increasing your taxes, making things more dangerous, stealing from you effectively. Money has gone missing. But have you checked your 401ks? Guys, gas is down 10 cents a gallon. Why do you care? If we're harming children on islands, why do you care so much? Are you good? That's what we should be talking about here. Gas. You can get petrol now. And it's like, 10 cents cheaper than it was during the Obama era. What's wrong with you guys? How much more do you need to be distracted so that we can go on worshiping Satan? I just don't understand. Please, let's talk about the Dow. Incredible. That's where we're at right now, guys. Up is down, down is up. Like I said, we are pretty much due for a revolution. I guess the empire, it's supposed to be every 250 years before it crashes and burns. And it seems like we're doing that. I recommend you pull your children out of these schools. Very clear that they are everywhere and they are a cult of military. They are dangerous people. You don't want to deal with psychopaths that have this sort of a conscience when you're talking about harming children, that she does not compute why they don't care about Dow. She doesn't even compute it. She's like, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Yeah, you don't want to hand your kids over to people like that. Anyway, so much more that we will be uncovering, and always interested to see, with that same energy, are they going to continue to gaslight us about Erica Kirk? Are they going to continue to do the thing and refer to her as a widow who's never done anything wrong? Yeah, some purity test. How dare you do this? How dare you destroy the empire of Turning Point USA? It's all Charlie was. That's all he was. He got up every day, and this is what he wanted to build. He was not a person outside of this. How dare you even question the very questionable things? Have you seen gas prices lately? You have questions about Erica Kirk's background? Have you seen the Dow? Have you even opened your 401k? What's wrong with you? You're all monsters. Anyway, speaking of Turning Point USA, I got a very funny story about how, as a part of how they wanted to get back at me, apparently Alex Clark demanded that Dylan call my sponsors, Paleo Valley, one of our show sponsors. And we didn't hear this from our sponsors. We heard this from people that were fired from Turning Point USA, and demanded that they pick me or Alex Clark because I had gone after her for dressing up in boots and standing over the memorial site of Charlie to pose for, what was it, the Washington Post, whatever it was. I thought that was weird. That didn't feel right to me. And she was upset about that. And I thought that was very funny. Anyways, this feels like a really good time to jump to ads.
Yeah, but I feel like Turning Point USA is almost the same as her own government, as this administration. Like, super shady, powerful organization who only care about money. They only listen to their biggest donors, and they don't really care about what the people actually want. And let this be another example. Like, this whole Pam Bondi case with the Epstein saga, it's just like you could not make this up, right? And I'm not surprised if we have people like, for example, a Pam Bondi, like, leading the DOJ, that everything is becoming a mess. Just look at her. Like, do you really think that she can be the leader of such a powerful organization? No, she can. And this is just another example. And then they are surprised at people that they don't support or that they don't trust this government anymore. I mean, like, you could not make this up, right? Like, they are the one who are responsible for this themselves. They betray their own base, or they betrayed almost this whole country. Let this be another example. It's just lie after lie, lie after lie, and then they have like these weird answers. You're gonna talk about the stock market. Like, are you kidding me? Don't make me laugh. Like, this, you could not make this up, but this is the reality now, and it's just such a shame. Like wow, what is going on? Like, sometimes I have to pinch myself to see if this is actually real, but this is reality, and it's pretty sad. But again, this is just my opinion. I'm very curious about your opinion. Do you agree with Candace on this? Do you disagree with her? I'm very curious. What is your opinion about Pam Bondi? Please let me know in the comments. It's very important to say I read all comments. I even try to reply to some of your comments. So I'm very curious. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. If you really like these kind of videos, consider subscribing. I would appreciate it even more. And then you make sure you don't miss anything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.